Guru Nation, how's it going? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. It really means a lot to me. Today's question, and by the way, these questions, just keep them coming. They really keep me motivated. Today I had like I I hit what's called writer's block, similar to writer's block for YouTubers, where I'm like, what can I make? I need to make a video today, but I'm not sure what to do. And I just hit a wall today. And I opened my LinkedIn and I found this really good question. So let's just do the video. And this is what keeps me motivated. So you can text me 949-415-6256. You can email me, Dan at theclinicaltrustguru.com. You can send me a message on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, not so much. All right. I post on Facebook, but I check my Facebook inbox like once a month at the most. So any of those other places would be fine. Today I got a long question, but maybe the answer is gonna be shorter. Okay. So firstly, thank you for all you do to promote research careers. Even though you don't know me, you already impacted my life. Great, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm graduating with a PhD in neuroscience this summer. That's big time. And I've been in the lab, what you could call a generalist, and what my boss would call an asset and indispensable. I like this. I like this person, but I'm looking for new challenges. My expertise are in basic science and project management, disease focus on diabetes and Alzheimer's. I've witnessed how long it takes clinicians to catch up on new science discoveries, and I want to change that. I also witnessed how lack of basic science researchers during clinical trials leads to so much money wasted, especially when considering patient selection and impact of different confounding variables on data interpretation. Look, this is amazing. This is the first time I'm reading it too, so like you're seeing my real reaction. When I was looking for questions today, I skimmed this, but I didn't read it line for line. So when I'm laughing or chuckling, it's organic. This is like my first reaction to it. You have clinical trial manager written all over you, at least in that first opening paragraph. I think, and again, it's your career, but what I see and what the pain points you are that you're trying to solve and what you're bringing to research, I think it's clinical trial manager, whether it's at a CRO or sponsor level. I think you can do both. But that's a long term. That's like at least 5 years out. So we're gonna make this practical for you. Don't worry. I know kind of where your question's headed. So we're gonna make this practical for you and for others. Long term, I would like to be a site owner. Ah, okay. Okay. First here in the US and then in Europe. Um, I currently live in Kentucky and I've been looking at opportunities for opening sites in Kentucky. Underserved markets. I love it. Small is the new big. I love it. What would your advice be to getting my foot in the door? I'm trying to stay away from university medical centers as its bureaucracy already drives me crazy. And it doesn't seem to be any better on the clinical side either. I agree. I get a lot of hate for saying what I feel, but I've interviewed others on the show. I've talked to hundreds. They basically say the same thing. Are there good situations in academia as well? Of course. Can you do better, in my opinion? Yes, especially for what you're trying to do. I have been looking for assistant site manager, but I haven't seen anything in Kentucky. So small site and not necessarily site manager. I mean, you don't need to, like, small is the new big, okay? Small site in your area is the way to go. So whatever zip code you're in, just type clinical research and your zip code. And whatever you are able to find, apply. Go in person. Also, you reached out to me on LinkedIn, so make sure that you connect with all the sites in your area on LinkedIn. And not only that, but all the coordinators in your area and all the CRAs, and just connect with more people in general, but really start getting into some like niche, very local, very regionalized contacts that you can make in your immediate area. I think you can do a lot of networking. Join the local ACRP or SOCRA chapter in your area and get to networking. But small is the new big. Stay away from academic medical centers, but stay away from for looking for assistant site director roles because only big centers have that. Small centers, they don't want that, right? They already have a site director. If they need an assistant, they're going to just promote one of their coordinators to help them. So what you want to do is get your foot in the door as a coordinator. Which leads to your second question. I'm getting my CRC certificate through the city for free while I'm a graduate student. Is there anything else you would advise to do? Of course, there is my CRC Academy, although I don't think you need it. And this is where, like, the authenticity of my answers works against me as a salesperson, but I'm going to give you good advice. We do have a CRC Academy. Because you already have one foot in the door, it may not be as beneficial to you as somebody who's completely outside of the industry and trying to get in. That's like our niche for the CRC Academy. We help tons of people. We're here for you if you need it. We have real internship experience. It's a pragmatic course. You're going to learn, not only that, you're going to learn how to run the site. So that's going to help you in your long-term goal of wanting to be a site owner, because we train generalists. Basically, the coordinators, when they're done with our course, they know how to run a site more or less. They know all aspects, budgets, patient recruitment, obviously the coordinating part, interacting with monitors, everything, regulatory, everything. So that's an option. Reach out to me and I can put you in touch with Monica if you want CRC Academy. Question 3, as we move forward with our business plan, I was wondering, do you consult? What's your perspective on sharing your knowledge with us youngsters? So we do have a consulting company. We charge sites a monthly fee. I think it's $1,300 a month. We can set up a call between me, you, and Chris to discuss. We help you get studies, do your feasibility surveys, SOPs, create source documents, negotiate your budgets for you, answer questions, be a shoulder to cry on. We play the role of therapist to a lot of site owners. So we do a lot for that fee. And it's month to month, so we don't try to lock you into any contract. We feel we're confident enough in the value that we provide that you're going to be happy and stick around. We can't do anything for you until you have a PI. So you need a PI. This is why, again, the way I started this video is the way I'm going to end this video. You need to network with people on LinkedIn. It wouldn't hurt to get a LinkedIn premium account. Let me actually see if you don't have a LinkedIn premium. So get a LinkedIn premium. I think it's like $70 a month, something like that. I think it's money well spent. You can email physicians and clinicians in your area. Now you're going to need an MD or a DO. But the reason I say clinicians, you can find NPs, nurse practitioners, PAs, physician assistants, because they're connected to doctors. So don't just go on LinkedIn looking for MDs and DOs, although you should do that. Look for NPs and PAs as well. Now you're in an interesting situation because the way you presented everything to me, okay, and feel free to do what you want, but the fact that you have that diabetes experience and Alzheimer's experience and you're getting a PhD in neuroscience, I really think you should focus on either diabetes research, or I really think you should go for central nervous system disorder research. And you should try to be a coordinator first at a site. The reason the site is going to be interested in you, especially the sites that do psychiatric trials, so not just Alzheimer's, they'll do Alzheimer's, but schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, major depression disorder, they need raters. They need psychometric raters. And they need people with master's degrees and higher to be their raters. Why? Because the PIs doesn't want to do everything, right? They're busy. They got a lot of things to do. Those rating scales are time consuming. I think you can get a role at a CNS site doing not just coordinating, but psychometric rating. So you'd actually be a sub investigator at that point. Now, wanting to own your own site, that's a personal decision for you. I'm not going to tell you when. If you really want to do it, you're not even going to care about my advice. You're just going to go do it, right? I think you're still searching. And I think you should take your time before doing that. So I really think working at a site for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you'll have a great idea of whether you actually want to be a site owner. And you'll have a great idea of the market and the competitive landscape because research sites are very local. So your market, your competition as a phase 2 or 3 or 4 research site are other sites in your area that compete for the same studies. So you'll know very quickly what the competitive landscape looks like, where you should open your site, all those kind of things. So if I were you, I'd keep that in the back of my mind. Now, if you want to go gung ho and just say, no, I'm ready to find a PI now and start my own site, go for it too. But I really think that first couple of years coordinating, and in your case, being a sub-I, getting that experience under your belt is going to help you tremendously. Not only that, but you're going to have an insurance policy for basically a guaranteed CRA position, which a few years of that with someone with your background basically guarantee you a clinical trial manager position. Because the stuff you said at the beginning, you can affect change more efficiently and effectively as a clinical trial manager on a larger scale rather than a site owner. So I'm going to go back to what you said with I also witnessed how lack of basic science researchers doing clinical trials lead to so much money wasted, especially when considering patient selection and impact of different confounding variables on data interpretation. You're not going to really affect change at your site level that much as what you're capable of doing, but as a CTM, you definitely could with your therapeutic expertise. Can you do both? Yes. Can you do both at the same time? Probably not. Can you do which one should you do first? I don't know. Right? You know that. You know that answer. I really think before you make any decision, work at a site level, try to find a psychiatric site in your area. They're going to want you because you can do the rating scales. If you can't find a CNS site, try to find an internal medicine site that does diabetes. And then after a year or two, you'll know whether you want to go the site director route or whether you want to go the CRA CTM route. And you can always come back to the site owner route. But the site owner route is the riskiest for someone who doesn't know what they're doing because it costs money and you're not guaranteed anything. So that's it. I mean, I hope this helps. I'm not sure if it does. Let me know. Good luck. Keep me posted. Happy to discuss more. Take care. Bye-bye.